What's going on, guys? It's your boy Polor, and today we're going to be predicting the Game Awards 2023. Alright, guys, it is that time of year. That is right. It is time for the Game Awards 2023. I have my predictions for the Game of the Year coming out around probably later on this week. You guys will see that video coming up soon. But in this video, I wanted to go through every category and give my predictions on who I think will win, why I think they'll win, and why I think the other competitors in this Game Awards this year still deserve y'all's attention. Because if you guys looked at all the games that came out this year, you guys would see a lot, and I mean a lot, of Game of the Year potential. Even, that new, Kong Skull Island game. No, I'm kidding. That game was trash, but a lot of games this year were not trash. Let's go down a list of games that came out this year that were absolutely bangers. Spider-Man 2, Baldur's Gate, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, Legend of Zelda. We had Resident Evil 4 Remake. We had Alan Wake 2. We had Final Fantasy 16. All games that could easily walk away with Game of the Year. So now we're going to go through all these little categories and we're going to pick who I think is going to win. Alright, guys, we're over here on the Game Awards page, and this is all the categories. Let's go through these and let's see. We're gonna end with this. We're gonna do this one last, you guys. We're gonna finish it off with Game of the Year. All right, guys, we're over here in Best Game Direction. Let's go ahead and take a look at who we got. We have Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. In my opinion, the best game direction we had this year is Spider-Man 2. Baldur's Gate is a close second because that game genuinely took the gaming industry by storm when it came out. So that game definitely could be a high contender. Alan Wake 2 could also be a good contender. I don't think Mario Bros. Wonder really could take it here. Tears of the Kingdom could, but I don't believe it will. I believe it's going to be anywhere between these three, if not maybe Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. But I'm going to go Marvel's Spider-Man 2. All right, and now we have the best narrative design. So I'm going to tell you guys right now, I am biased for Final Fantasy 16 because Final Fantasy 16 is probably my favorite game that's come out this year. The only game that can compete with it for me is Marvel Spider-Man 2 and Resident Evil 4 Remake. Those three games are the games that I played the absolute most this year. But if we're talking about a narrative design, I can't say that Phantom Liberty wasn't one of the best this year. Baldur's Gate 3 was great. Alan Wake 2 was great, but in my opinion, it's only between these three. And I have to go with Final Fantasy 16. This game, it was absolutely amazing. The narrative design in this was perfect. All right, and now we have the best art direction. Now we have Alan Wake 2 again, Hi-Fi Rush, Lies of P, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. I don't even think this is a question. Lies of P has the best art direction this year. That game was absolutely amazing. I really hope it got nominated for Game of the Year. If it didn't, that's going to be really disappointing because that game could have easily won it as well. But I'm going to go Lies of P. Hi-Fi Rush and Alan Wake 2 are two great options for this too. And honestly, so is Legend of Zelda and Super Mario Bros. Wonder. They all really had good art directions, but I really think that Lies of P here shines through all of them here. So in my opinion, Lies of P is the winner. Right here we have Best Score and Music. I think that Alan Wake 2 is a great one. I think Baldur's Gate 3 is also a good one. Hi-Fi Rush, Legend of Zelda, they all have really good ones. But you guys already know the best to ever do it in this industry when it comes to music is Square Enix. Squaresoft or Square Enix, whichever one you want to call them, they are the best. If you've ever played a Final Fantasy game, you guys know that their music really makes you feel something. And the ending of this game, the music they used actually had me in tears. This is the only game this year that I have actually cried while playing. This game has the best music and it should be Game of the Year. I am voting Final Fantasy 16. Doesn't mean the rest of them aren't great, but Final Fantasy 16 is the best. All right, right here we have Best Audio Design. We have Alan Wake 2, Dead Space, Hi-Fi Rush, Marvel Spider-Man 2, and Resident Evil 4 Remake. So we have two remakes on here, which is actually really good to see because these two games, bangers this year. I absolutely love playing the both of them. I haven't gotten to play Alan Wake 2 yet, so I don't have a lot of opinions on it. I've seen a lot of gameplay, but I haven't personally played it, so I can't give my honest full opinion on it. But I do have to say, it for me is a tie between Marvel Spider-Man 2 and Resident Evil 4. It could go either which way. Best audio design could go to either one, but personally, I'm going to go Resident Evil 4 Remake. Even though I do love Spider-Man 2, I think Resident Evil 4 Remake was absolutely astounding with the audio design this year. Alrighty, and now this one's going to be probably the hardest one for me personally because I have played most of these games besides Alan Wake 2 and Baldur's Gate 3. It's going to be a little bit difficult because I love camera Monahan in Star Wars Jedi Survivor, but I also love Idris Elba in Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty, and I love Yuri Lowenthal as Spider-Man, but I also love Ben Starr in Final Fantasy 16 as Clive. So, in my opinion, this could go either way. I don't think these two can take it, but I don't know because Neil Newborn is really, really good in Baldur's Gate 3 from what I've seen gameplay-wise. And from his voice acting and everything, he's really good in the game. But I don't think anybody can compete with Yuri or Ben Starr this year. Cameron Monaghan is great, don't get me wrong. And Idris Elba is always amazing in every role he plays, especially when he was Heimdall. But I think the only two that can really genuinely be considered here for the best actor performance this year, it has to be between Yuri and Ben Starr. Ben Starr, I love you. I hope you're seeing this video. I want Final Fantasy 16 to win all these awards this year, but I have to go Yuri Lowenthal. His performance as Spider-Man was too great. I'm sorry. I love you, Ben Starr. I hope you're watching the video, and I hope you're enjoying it, and I hope you have a lot of success, and I hope you come back in Final Fantasy 16 DLC as Clive again. Innovation in accessibility. So this one's going to focus on the hardware and pushing certain things. So we have Diablo 4, Forza Motorsport, Hi-Fi Rush, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Mortal Kombat 1, and Street Fighter 6. So I don't know which one genuinely should win this because I've never played Diablo 4, Forza, Hi-Fi Rush. The only ones I've actually played are Spider-Man 2, Mortal Kombat 1, and Street Fighter 6 here. So in my opinion, I did not like Street Fighter 6 as much. I thought Street Fighter 6 was okay. It lost me pretty early on because there was a really hard area that I just could not beat, and I played it for I think 3 days in a row trying to beat it, and I just couldn't. And I know people are gonna say get good, get good. I genuinely don't know how I feel about Street Fighter 6. I got really good at it, but I just don't know how I feel about it personally. I don't think it can really compete with any of these games, if I'm being honest. I think it's a tie between Mortal Kombat 1 and Marvel Spider-Man 2, but you guys already know I love Mortal Kombat, but Spider-Man 2 was better. All right, now we got games for impact. We have A Space for the Unbound, Chance of Sonar, Goodbye Volcano High, Chia, Terra Nil, and Venba. I haven't played most of these besides this one, so I think thought-provoking wise, I'm going to have to go with Chia. Best ongoing game. Let's see. We have Apex Legends. I already know my pick here. I've already seen it. I already know my pick. Cyberpunk 2077, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, and Genshin Impact. So I'm going to be 100% honest here, guys. I don't think a game has ever been able to keep a player base like Fortnite has. So you can look at Cyberpunk 2077 and see that they have absolutely just had the biggest comeback that they could ever have because they came from the game that was literally dog, like just terrible at launch, to a game that now a lot of people really want to enjoy, really want to play because Cyberpunk Edge Runners and the game's consistent updates as well as the most recent patch that changed everything. I think that game could easily win it. I think Final Fantasy 14 is really good too, but I just don't see it beating anything else on here. The only two contenders I really see are Cyberpunk and Fortnite. Apex really shouldn't be on here. Apex has kind of fallen off a lot recently. I think the only two contenders are Cyberpunk and Fortnite, and I'm going Fortnite because Fortnite Season OG is absolutely amazing. I can't say enough good things about it. Epic Games just knows how to keep that game going, and Fortnite's the winner here. Best community support. Let's see who we have for this. Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk 2077, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy 14, No Man's Sky. In my opinion, CD Projekt Red has knocked it out of the park with community support this year. Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty, all the updates, everything they've done, pushing forward a new innovation for this game. I genuinely believe CD Projekt Red is the winner here. They have absolutely changed that game around for the better, and they have been consistently letting the community know what's going on. We have Best Indie Game. So I'm not going to say I have played any of these games, so I'm going to skip this for now. There's Sea of Stars, Viewfinder, Dredge, Dave the Diver, and Cocoon. I cannot personally give my opinion on this because I've never played them. If I go just by looks, I'd probably say Sea of Stars probably wins this here, but it could go either way. I don't know for sure. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Best Debut Indie Game. Once again, I haven't played any of these, so I really shouldn't be giving a real big pick on this. You guys let me know in the comments below if you guys have played any of these games, which one you guys think should win it. I'm personally going to go with Pizza Tower here just because it looks like the craziest. I know it's probably not the best, but it looks like the craziest. Best mobile game this year. I already know my winner, but let's go through the rest. Hello Kitty Island Adventure, Honkai Star Rail, Monster Hunter Now, Terra Nil, and then here's the absolute winner here, Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis. I don't think there's a better mobile game that's came out this year than this. I think that Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis is absolutely amazing. It tells the original story of Final Fantasy VII really great. It tells Zack's story, it tells Cloud's story, and it even tells a new story with Sephiroth. So in my opinion, Ever Crisis is obviously the winner here. It is the best out of all of these, and yeah. Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis wins. If you guys agree with me, please let me know in the comments below. Best VR/AR experience. Let's see. We have Gran Turismo 7, Horizon Call of the Mountain, Humanity, Resident Evil Village VR, and Synapse. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I've only played, I think, 3 of these out of this entire list. I have not played Synapse. Let me know if it's good. Humanity, let me know if these 2 are good. I have never played them. I don't know if they're good or not, but please let me know if they are. I did play Horizon. It was pretty good. I played Gran Turismo 7. It was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Resident Evil Village for me was probably the best because, you know, got to see Mommy Dimitrescu up real close, and that wins it for me. Got to see Mommy Dimitrescu win. Let's get it. Best action game this year. Armored Core, Fires of Rubicon, Dead Island 2, Ghost Runner 2, Hi-Fi Rush, Remnant 2. I don't think any of these 3 take this. I think that Ghost Runner 2 is a overrated game in my opinion. That's just me. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Hi-Fi Rush is alright. Remnant 2 is alright. I think, in my opinion, people are not going to agree with me a lot on this, but I think Dead Island 2 beats Armored Core. Best action adventure game this year. Alan Wake 2, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4 Remake, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. There is 4 sequels on this list. That just goes to show that sequels this year are absolutely hanging. So, I don't think Alan Wake 2 can win this. I don't think that Zelda can win this. I think it's a tie between Star Wars, Jedi Survivor, and Resident Evil 4 Remake. Because if you're looking at it, it's for best action adventure game combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving. Spider-Man 2 is probably the best traversal in any game I've played, but the puzzle solving really wasn't the best. I think the combat and the puzzle solving is really great in Resident Evil 4 Remake and Star Wars Jedi Survivor, but I feel like it could be too hard in here. I would love to pick Marvel Spider-Man 2 here, but I'm gonna have to go Resident Evil 4 Remake. I love Resident Evil 4 Remake. I love all 3 of those games, but Resident Evil 4 Remake is obviously gonna have to win this. The combat and the puzzle solving is absolutely amazing. It's unbeaten in Capcom. Capcom is the absolute innovators and the best when it comes to puzzle solving. Best RPG for the best game design with rich player character customization and progression, including massive multiplayer experiences. Starfield's not winning. I think Starfield was absolutely a letdown this year. I think Starfield should have been better. It's a game that they had a long time to work on, but there are still loading screens and black screens that you have to go through when you're exiting certain areas. I get it's a big game, but I just don't see that it can win. I don't see it being able to compete with any of these games, and that's saying something because I don't even know what Sea of Stars is, and I don't even think I can compete with it. For me, it's going to be a tie between Baldur's Gate, Final Fantasy 16, and Lies of P. I never played Baldur's Gate 3, but I know the community really loves it, and I know it's taken the gaming industry by storm. For me personally, I do prefer Final Fantasy 16 because that's the game that I played probably the most out of all of these this year. Lies of P I played probably the second most because I didn't play Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3, from what I've heard, is pretty good, but I'm going to have to stick with Final Fantasy 16. I think Lies of P or Baldur's Gate 3 could easily win this too. Personally, I'm going to be biased here and say Final Fantasy 16 is going to be for me. Lies of P may be for you, Baldur's Gate 3 may be for you, but I'm going to go Final Fantasy 16. Best fighting game this year. So I'm going to say it's not going to be Pocket Bravery and it's not going to be God of Rock. It can go either way between Mortal Kombat 1 or Street Fighter 6, but for me personally, I'm going to go Mortal Kombat 1. I had more fun with this and I've been playing Mortal Kombat 1 the most. I've played it more in Street Fighter 6 and I've gotten more trophies in it than I've gotten in Street Fighter 6. I actually genuinely want to get on Mortal Kombat 1 and I love all DLC characters. I just got done playing with Omni-Man pretty recently, so I'm going to say Mortal Kombat 1 here. Nickelodeon All-Stars is pretty good, but I don't think there's been enough time with it to really put it up here against Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter 6. So I'm going to go MK1, even though Street Fighter 6 could easily win it too, but I'm going to go Mortal Kombat 1. Ed Boon, you're a god. I love you, bro. You're amazing. Best family game this year. We have Disney Illusion Island, Party Animals, Pikmin 4, Sonic Superstars, Super Mario Bros. Wonder. I do think that Party Animals, Sonic Superstars, Super Mario Bros. Wonder will probably win this. I'm personally going to go Super Mario Bros. Wonder because I just feel like none of these games can compete with Super Mario Bros. I feel like it's the most family-oriented game you can really play. Mario is one of the most known child-friendly characters in the world, so I would have to say Super Mario Bros. Is probably going to win this. Party Animals would be a close second for me personally, but yeah, Super Mario Bros. Wonder is probably going to win this, which honestly makes sense. Nintendo is really good with making family games. Best sim/strategy game. I haven't really played any of these, so I can't really tell you guys what I really think. I'm probably going to go City Skylines 2 because I feel like you can just create a bunch of things, and I think that's good. So yeah, City Skylines 2 for me, but I don't know any of those games, so let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Now we have best sports and racing games. We have Hot Wheels 2, Unleashed, Turbocharged, The Crew Motorfest, Forza Motorsport, F1 23, EA Sports FC 24. I think personally I'm going to have to go with The Crew Motorfest Motorfest. I think it was probably the best racing game we've had in a long time, and I don't think that any of these games can really compete with it. I played Hot Wheels 2, I played Forza Motorsport, but I genuinely think the Crew Motorfest wins here. Best multiplayer game for outstanding online multiplayer. Dude, this is a hard one. I don't think Street Fighter 6 is winning. It's been alright, but I don't think Street Fighter 6 is gonna win this. Super Mario Bros. Wonder, I don't think it's gonna win it. I don't think Party Animal is gonna win it. I think, honest to God, Baldur's Gate will probably win this. Diablo 4 is great from what I've heard, but Baldur's Gate 3 is probably better. It looks like it's better. It sounds like it's better, so I'm going to go Baldur's Gate 3. Best adaptation. Castlevania, Nocturne, Gran Turismo, The Last of Us, Super Mario Bros. Movie, and Twisted Metal. I genuinely believe Twisted Metal is probably the best here, but Last of Us, Super Mario, and Twisted Metal could easily win it. I'm going to go Last of Us because that was insane. All three of these are faithful adaptations that are genuinely amazing. I personally love Twisted Metal a lot, but I'm gonna have to go Last of Us because that, oh my god, Pedro Pascal was amazing in this series. It was absolutely amazing. It gave me Walking Dead vibes. It gave me vibes of just a show that knew what it was doing and did it perfectly. So Last of Us for me personally is the winner. Most anticipated game for 2024. So I know my pick. And anybody who knows me knows what I'm going to pick here because I'm a massive Final Fantasy nerd. Let's go over the next options and let's see what we think. Hades 2, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, Star Wars Outlaws, and Tekken 8. I don't know these games. I've never played a single Like a Dragon game, and I've never played any Hades game, but I don't think that they stack up to any of these games over here, in my opinion. Star Wars Outlaws could be really good this year. It could be probably the best Star Wars game we've ever had, but it very much depends on the studio and if the studio is really going to put a lot of time and effort into it. Tekken 8 is also a really, really good possibility of winning this, but I am going Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, mostly because Final Fantasy VII OG is my favorite game of all time. My second favorite game of all time is Final Fantasy VII Remake, and then more than likely this could take that spot. So I'm going to go Rebirth. This game is going to be absolutely amazing, and I'm going to absolutely adore it. Content Creator of the Year. We have Iron Mouse, People Make Games, Quackity, Spreen, and Cypher PK. I don't like the Dream SMP. I'm not a big fan of anybody who has been involved with the Dream SMP. Quackity for me is just cringe, and I don't really like him. I don't know who Spreen is. I don't know who People Make Games is. I don't know who Iron Mouse is. In my opinion, Cypher PK has put in the work this year. Cypher PK has been the absolute best. He has put so much time, so much effort, and genuinely deserves to win this. If he doesn't win it, it's a robbery and a half. Cypher PK is one of the best, and I mean the absolute best out right now. He knows what he's doing. He's making banger content, and he is great. He live streams all the time. He makes killer content on TikTok and makes killer content on YouTube. Cypher, if you're watching this, I really hope you win. You're an amazing content creator. Keep doing what you're doing. I love it, brother. You're great. FPK is the winner. Best esports game this year. It's going to either go to Valorant or Counter-Strike 2. Dota 2, League of Legends, and PUBG Mobile are three great games, but I don't think that League of Legends is going to win this. I don't think Dota 2, I don't think PUBG Mobile. It's going to be Valorant or Counter-Strike, and I'm going to go Counter-Strike 2 because I feel like Counter-Strike genuinely just keeps evolving, and it's just great. It could go to Valorant, but I'm going to go Counter-Strike 2. Best esports athlete. I have no idea who any of these are. I see a League of Legends, a CSGO, Valorant, Call of Duty, League of Legends, Apex Legends. I'm probably going to stick with Max Demon 1 or maybe Hydra. I don't know. It can go either way for me for these two because they genuinely look like they're really good players. I don't know for sure. I don't really watch a lot of esports when it comes to this. I watch more fighting game esports, if anything, so I don't really have a pick here. I'm going to go Max. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think of that pick. Best esports team this year. We have Evil Geniuses, Fnatic, Gaming Gladiators, JD Gaming, and Team Vitality. I am going to be very partial here and go Team Vitality because I have actually watched them play Counter-Strike back when I was younger. I actually watched them win decently. So I'm going to go Team Vitality because they're actually really good at what they do. Best esports coach. I don't know who any of these guys are. I don't know for sure. So there's League of Legends, Counter-Strike. I'm going to go probably Remy because he's with Team Vitality. But yeah, these guys are all looking like they're really good coaches, I guess. I don't know. I'm going to go Remy. Best esports event this year. If you guys know me, I'm partial. I love fighting games. EVO 2023 is the winner. I'm not even going to look at anything else. I just saw EVO. Now is the big boy. Now is the main event. This is what you guys have all been waiting for. Who's going to win Game of the Year? You guys are going to get to see my pick, and it's going to be... Spider-Man 2. Now, I know that might let some people down because Baldur's Gate 3, Alan Wake 2, Resident Evil 4 Remake, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and Legend of Zelda are all great games. Never played these two. I didn't play these two. I played these two. All I can say for sure is Spider-Man 2 is the game of the year. I know I picked Resident Evil 4 Remake over it a couple times, but altogether, Spider-Man 2 is the best game this year. The only other game that I genuinely think I can compete with it is Final Fantasy 16, and Final Fantasy 16 was not nominated, which sucks to see. I really think it should have, but Marvel Spider-Man 2 is my winner. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've been your boy Polar. I'm getting out of here, guys. Peace and love, everybody. Stay frosty. Have a great rest of your guys' day. Peace.